I am starting a little bit early to figure out some technical components. One is the bitrate, which should be a bit better now. Two is just... I'm gonna mess around in the void for a bit to figure out a few things. Namely the fact that, 250% speed, I feel like exceeding is gonna be hell. I already need to turn that off. Shit, where's... Alright, come on, cooperate with me. Turn all that off, and then we should be good. Yeah, it seems right. Alright. This does not feel like 250%, did I? Did it get set back to normal? It sure did. Alright, let's fix that shit. Back up to unholy fast with you. Alright. Okay, yeah, exceeding. Exceed is one of the reasons I was considering playing on DMD and using super costumes, because basically can't fucking exceed like this. It's too fast. I don't even want to know how small the window is on this speed. And yet I somehow got a max act. Okay, well, exceeding might just be off the table for most of this. Maybe I can like rev before fights, but that'll be about it. Past that, I don't think exceeding's gonna happen very much, which is unfortunate. But this is Son of Sparda, I should be able to get away with it. Where'd it go? God, it's so fast. Like I try to press in rhythm just because that's how I normally play, but I basically have to mash, otherwise I end up doing the wrong combo, or just not doing a combo at all. Alright, I think it looks like we're functional, and it looks like the bitrate is improved. I sure hope it is. Let's check. Oh. Not doing a combo. That should be fine. Alright. Let's get this train wreck going. Yeah, I'll do the prologue. Just to kind of get a bit of a hang on it. It won't matter. The prologue takes 2 minutes. Yeah. Well, I'm honestly not sure if this will go faster or slower than a normal playthrough. Theoretically, it should go faster, but at the same time, playing at 250% is not normal. So it may go fucking terribly because of that. We'll see. I'll probably play for like 2 hours. I don't think I'll do this in one sitting regardless. This is so dumb. It's V? Wait, did V even start moving? No, he did. Just fucking lost track of him. I forgot to exceed beforehand. It's also weird that like menus are faster too because of this. Like on the main menu is at 250% speed as well. We kind of figured it would only be in game, but I suppose not. You know, I'm used to DMD where enemies are notably more durable. Because like the damage factors in this game are pretty straightforward when it comes to multiple difficulties. If you take Devil Hunter as the base, DMD enemies are just twice as durable. And then Son of Sparda, I think the figure is like 75% damage taken. I don't know, I spent some time digging around in the void a while back and figured it out, but I don't remember. And then there's some other things, like some enemies have additional damage modifiers depending on how you attack them, like behemoths take a metric shitload of damage if you attack their open mouth, but other than that, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Some enemies take fuck all damage from guns, like Chaoses, the armored spinny guys. They take like no damage from guns until you break their shell. super right. Eyes normal, eyes normal. And then mission 17 years in, part of why he's a pain in the ass is that, on top of him just being chunky shit in general, I swear he has some kind of damage reduction factor. I know he has one for guns. Not that guns do a lot of damage anyway, so it doesn't matter for that part of Metal Blade, but I think he has one in general. If this is going too well, I might change it a little bit. Like, I'm either going to give enemies a damage reduction factor if it goes too well, which I feel like by the end game it's going to be a fucking disaster, because when I was getting the thumbnail for this, I fought Vergil on Devil Hunter with this setting, and I didn't even get him to half. So it'll probably get to be real bad by the end of this, but we'll see. There's gonna be so many things that I just don't have time to react in this. It looked like slow time was about the same as it is in vanilla. Yeah, it is. It just doesn't last long. That's interesting. I don't even know what hit me there, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, is the telegraph fucking crystal burst so short-lived that I'm just not gonna be able to react? I mean, I'm gonna die in this fight anyway. It's scripted as hell, but I kinda wanna see. I was hoping I could break the I don't think there was. I had no time to react to that one. Alright. So yeah. That boss was, I think, much more indicative of how this is gonna go, considering I feel like I died in record time. But got another 20 missions. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the hang of it. Probably not. And if I do get the hang of it, it means that when I go back to playing at my normal speed, which is just standard turbo 120%, I'll be fucking terrible. But that's why I'm gonna wait like a month until I try Nero permadeath again. maybe get back at being decent. I actually have to think about Devil Breakers again, don't I? Because I've been playing with Breaker Switcher, playing on my own time, so I feel like I should probably keep that on for this, just as a slight thing, considering as like a slight benefit to myself, since I'm not going to be able to exceed much, but I don't think it'll matter that much. So I'm just going to keep it off and play even normally. This mission, Punchline's going to be out for like 2 seconds, if that. I wonder how rack time would work here. Because it seemed like Urizen's time orbs slowed down to the same speed as it would be in vanilla, but the duration was shorter, and I'm wondering if it's the same for ragtime. Actually, no, ragtime you don't get slowed down, so probably not. Anyway, fuck. Just like Overture and some shit. Some basic Devil Breakers for this. Don't need to think that much there. I probably could have taken just Nico's recommendeds. Just like 2 more Buster Rhymes just for the hell of it. I'm also gonna buy 100 of each while I'm here. I have nearly 40 million orbs, I can afford it. 200 arrows will do that.
I've got some cleaning up to do.
I'm amazed I got a couple of max attacks there. That shouldn't happen. Is that all the emphasis? Yep. Shit. Oh god, fucking. The Baphomet's ice. I don't know. Come on. Baphomet's gone, don't have to worry about the him. Just the old Antinoras. Still alive, huh? Why did the... I'm so used to DMD where those guys take a lot longer to kill. I must have just killed the other one and not noticed. I'm not playing on DMD, not because of enemy durability, but more so because of how quickly I end up getting killed by DT enemies that I have no time to react to. That's why I was considering giving enemies a damage reduction factor in this, which would be just like 80% damage taken, which brings them not quite to DMD durability, but close. Son of Sparda enemies take 75%, 60%, or 80%, 75% is 60%. So only a little bit more less durable than they would be on DMD, but still a pretty decent difference.
Ugh, what a lovely house plant. I gave you that one.
What just happens? I'm just fucking mashing attack, and it's already at half. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that. Buster. Okay, too late. Jesus, I lose track of what I'm doing for like a second, and it all goes down. Unfortunately, Clapbot Roots is... I hesitate to even call this a boss. I consider Goliath the tutorial boss of this game, even though technically this and Urizen are. But the fact is, this is... both of those are horribly boss fights, considering you're supposed to lose to Urizen, and this thing is just... something you attack for a bit. I feel like Goliath is really the first boss of this game, even though technically is third. When I was first testing this a few days ago, I ran Mission 2 here on DMD. And I don't think we're going to start running into issues. I think bosses are going to be the big issue in this. Because a lot of normal enemies I can still manage pretty well. But bosses I think are going to be issues, and that's... because like I almost died to Goliath when I tested this on DMD, which, once again, that was DMD, so I should be fine comparatively. But, who knows? Maybe I'll get fucked. God. The running animations are so stupid when they're going this fast. Oh god, the Death Scissors, right. There's a couple of Death Scissors here, which I'm basically not going to be able to parry. It's going to be too fast. So I'll have to figure that out. I might just have to break them, which I don't like to do. It's much more satisfying to parry them, but I probably will just have to break it, since I don't think I have the time to react for the parry. Never mind, yeah I do. Oh, didn't have the time to capitalize on it though, never mind. Alright, come on, let's try this. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, okay, so I could parry. The issue is getting in on it and actually taking advantage of the parry. I could just shoot it. That's no fun. God damn it. There we go. Okay. And it also occurred to me that I was actually gonna mess with some music, so I'm gonna go back to the main menu after this mission. And probably, I think I was gonna change V's music, because I think it's... Actually, if it is Devil's Never Cry, I think I'll leave that, because I don't care much for Crimson Cloud, which is probably some heretical to some people, but what do? This feels like fighting Vanguards in 3, where sometimes I just can't tell what's going on. Though for different reasons here. Here it's because of the speed. Vanguards is because of how big they are and how many particle effects they have. Well, not particle effects, just effects in general. Yes. I mean, there's probably an argument to be made for me to jump this up to DMD, but I think that would just end up biting me in the ass later on, and I'd just die a lot. Which, sure, probably would be good, but I think for some fights it would be too much. Namely, Vergil.
Trying to stop me.
I mean, Vergil's gonna kick my ass as is anyways. DMD would just be even worse.
I can make this work. Should have just hacked my way through. He doesn't seem like a demon to me.
Okay, actually, let's just see if I can get away with something. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, I was gonna get hit there. If it didn't just give me that parry, I would have gotten hit. Because he came up too fast, I wasn't gonna react to that attack. Otherwise, thanks, I'll take it. I don't like the B combo, but I'll take that. Yeah, that's basically a way to cheat this room, is to just use the Gerber breakage. Where'd he go? There he is. Look away for a second, I completely lose track of the enemy. Even though he was literally right in front of me, that's just me, I can't even blame that on the speed. Rich. This hotel is probably the best fucking area in the game for Gerber, just because a lot of its rooms are so small that you can shred them if you use the air breakage. That applies to standard Gerber too, not just GPO1, even though I am using GPO1 and did mid-permadeath too. You know, I have no idea how V's gonna go for this. Because V does have that little time restriction where you have to get the enemies, you have to kill the enemies before they stop being vulnerable. And there's absolutely going to be instances where I just don't realize that. So V... I mean, V only has 4 missions, but V is definitely... I think he's going to be the most rough. Alright.
get airborne.
There's 2 Antinoras. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I think there's only one mandatory... Like, I'll be skipping a few fights. That's just kind of usually how I play. Mostly Furies. And there is still that one fight in Mission 8 that I've never done. Multiple fights, potentially, because I actually don't know what's down in the area. Well, I'll bring it up again when I get there, but there is an area of Mission 8 that I've literally never seen because I've never fucking triggered the thing that gets to it. It's a platform that's supposed to crumble under you, but I've never been on that platform when it crumbles. I've always gotten across before then. I've never once seen what's down there, and I don't intend to change that. I'm not going to call Nico, I think I'll be fine. I'm at like full health. It's just reminding me how much easier Son of Sparda is than DMD.
Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry I'm about to kill you.
Okay. He's already down a quarter. Ow.
It's your grave. Jack it up all you want.
Alright, see ya. I can leave. Actually, I wonder, since audio isn't sped up with turbo. Actually, I probably can't hear the EX music here. I'll have to try that later, see if the EX music gets super desynced. It's weird. It's an interesting comparison between Burial and Goliath here. And where are you going? Where he was just sliding away. What the fuck? I was gonna buster him. I know what I was gonna say is that Burial and Goliath both have like getaway explosion attacks. Burial comes out like fucking immediately and has, I feel, a much larger range than Goliath's. And it's a weird comparison. Burial is a much harder fight than Goliath is, just kind of to begin with. Shit. Turkish. Haven't had to do that in a long time. Okay. I want to see if I can send a ball back. This is gonna... Nope. Whiff. Nope. Double whiff. I was gonna do it with the Buster Arm, which is not how it works. I shouldn't even be trying to parry things because it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to parry shit this playthrough. I say that I parried the Death Scissors like 4 times. Fucking... Don't listen to me. How long has it been? 15 minutes and I've gone through the first 3 missions plus some void time? Maybe I will... If I beat the world record for this game's normal speedruns, maybe I'll submit this to fucking speedruns.com. Oh, they'll accept it. They'll accept it, trust me. How's Artemis gonna go? Artemis should be fine. Artemis isn't a hard fight to begin with. I'm just gonna take Nico's recommended set for most of these missions. I don't care to actually think it through. Alright, sure, 3 punchlines. I don't care much for punchline, but sure. I'll take it. I'll make it work. Something we're not really seeing with Nero, but we'll definitely see with Dante at the very least, is that there's some inputs that I'm just not going to be able to do. Like, when I was testing this a few days ago, I couldn't do Dance Macabre for the life of me. And part of that is definitely that I have style action set to left bumper instead of a face button, which makes it a awkward as hell input. But yeah, that's not going to happen. I can get the first hit of it sometimes, but the mashing component just couldn't do. Not on a shoulder button.
Think I'll handle the closer one first. Gotta start somewhere.
I wonder how LDK would go in this. There's just hit effects. Because the punchline hits so fast with this speed. Alright. Maybe I do bump it up to DMD. I mean, the bosses are the main concern if I bump it up to DMD, because DMD bosses are fucking hard. And I mean, once again, we are an early game, so it's too early to judge. But these fights are going so quickly, which it is 250% speed. That I guess that makes sense. You know, I honestly expected to fuck that up. Thanks for the max act. Now, how long is Showdown's startup time? Because it's going to still be ages. Because Showdown's startup time is comically long. Showdown's probably my least favorite of the, like, end quote, ultimate moves this game has. I mean, for Judgment Cut End is kind of like what I mean. Judgment Cut End, Judgment, then the Showdown, which just feels lame comparatively. It's a cool move, but it's not practical like most of the time because of its comically long startup time. And it only targets one enemy. It really only targets one enemy. It is possible to catch others in, but usually if you're going for it with there's multiple enemies around, you're going to get interrupted. Meanwhile, Judgment is something you do to close off SCT and does a shitload of damage, and Judgment Cut End is just busted. You can do 4 Judgment Cut Ends or Hells on Earth or Deep Stingers, if that's your thing, in one Sin DT in this game is actually disgusting. Like, doing like the Bloody Palaces Vergil, for example, just if you get like some of the bosses like Cavalier, Stun, Cavalier, Artemis, and you have a full STT bar, you can just use Hell on Earth 4 times, and that's the fight. Thicc is already dead. Okay. Shit. Well, that's why we have 3 of them. Yeah, maybe I will do this in one sitting, just because it's going...
Bingo.
I shouldn't be surprised that it's going this fast, but I am.
Let's get her right now.
Once again, part of that's that I'm used to TMD, where enemies are thick as hell. But, man,
You want me to
maybe I will do this in one sitting, because if it keeps going this fast... Fuck. Fuck. Bitch. Okay. Now, should I go for the parries? Alright, well, don't need to bother, got the first one. Oh, hell yeah. That's it, that's the peak of the gameplay for this playthrough. We're not getting any better than that. No more parries.
Without strength, you can't protect anything.
It just goes so fucking fast. 7 arms, I don't need to get more.
This demon.
Stop running.
Hey, don't you those?
Okay, I don't know what hit me. That I know what hit me, it was my bad. That shit hit some of the ads. What am I kidding? Fucking in an open space like this, that's not gonna do shit. You know, I can't imagine this will last long, but I'm gonna go for it. Please stop. Jesus. If I'm having this much trouble with Artemis, the rest of the playthrough's gonna be a train wreck. Which isn't surprising, but still. Okay, snatch. You know, I thought for a second there we were gonna see what happens if you don't stop her, because I still haven't seen what happens if you don't stop her. Also, I've played this game enough that I still have like a vague grasp on what I'm doing at a given time, but it's not great. Alright, come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, bosses are by far the hardest part about this. Mobbing general enemies aren't gonna be... Furies are gonna be hell. I don't have to worry about that until Mission 8. Anyway, let's see how V goes. The bosses are definitely gonna be the big issue. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I died at Nidhogg, but I'm also playing as V, so... And I have never died as V outside of Hell on Hell, and I don't want to lose that record. So let's not die to Nidhogg. Let's try not to, at least. Fuck it, if I die to Nidhogg, I'm gonna be so disappointed with myself. Alright.
Rise.
Shit, when was the last time I played V? It probably was when I was playing Hell on Hell, which was months ago, so I'm gonna vaguely remember how to play him. Come on, come here. Ah, it looks like, okay, well at least with Puso's the kind of death window lasts long enough that I can still handle it fine, but I actually don't remember if it's different length by enemies. Shit. Also, yeah, it seems like the music. Roll for it. Come on. Fuck. Like, any, like, back to forward or more complicated inputs are basically just not going to happen. Caliber is, I think, the only one I can get away with, and that's because I'm so used to doing Caliber that it's second nature to me. Like, basically Nero's back to forward inputs are still going to happen, but V's and Dante's, nope. God, I shouldn't be taking this much damage in the first fight. Alright, so, judging by that alone, V's the concern for the playthrough. Which feels wrong, but that's how it's going to be. Behemoths might terrify me. It's not DMD, so I'm not going to take literally half my health from a DT'd Raging Behemoth, but I might still run into problems with them. Shit. Come on, come here. Alright, did I get all the bats already? Or is there still one left? No, it's dead. Alright. That went... I expected the Behemoth to hit me, but I feel like it just didn't do anything. I'll take the free DT, though. From this cutscene, I'll take the free DT. Who's still alive? Bitch. Fuck. God, this is a mess. I don't know what I expected, but this is a mess. Yeah, they can finally get a triple S. I'm not kidding. Style degradation's so fast right now. I'm never gonna get a triple S. I'll be amazed if I do. Alright, come on, keep it moving. We're not stopping. Maybe maybe I will do this in one playthrough. Just keep going, keep going. There's no stopping.
I will not allow him to gain any
yeah, I mean it's an
power.
optional fight, but I'll do it anyway. Alright. That was less than 5 seconds. Man. I mean, part of the set, DMD enemies do get comically durable. I mean, at base, they're not that much more durable than Son of Sparda enemies. But when they get into DT, they actually get another, like, 50% damage reduction. So they are roughly 4 times as durable as they are in Devil Hunter, which makes them thick as fucking take forever to kill. Especially enemies that already kind of are like mini-bosses, like Proto-Angelos. DT'd Proto-Angelos are actually the worst, because they take forever to kill, and they deal, like, half your health. If memory serves, I almost died to the pair of Proto-Angelos when I did the permadeath. Did this nobody even do anything, or did he just get bullied? I think he just got bullied. No, I'll go back to the optional area. If I can. Fight a bunch of bats while I'm at it. I don't need the Nidhogg's hatchlings, I'm just doing this. Come on. I still want to see if I can do a Royal Fork. There we go. It didn't matter because nothing was dying, but I got one off, so I'll take it. Rarest recurrences playthrough is going to be doing complicated inputs. The lava bat exploded. Alright, I was wondering what caused that to end so quickly. It would have been the lava bat exploding. Just gonna do this. Hey fellas. I was about to say, I'm gonna get hit by something that I just don't see coming. Oh god, Judekas are gonna be hell here. Judekas are already a pain in the ass, but this is gonna be even worse. Come on, target who I want you to. Okay. Yes, no. Alright, there we go, secure. I remember that doing more damage, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Judeka's dead. Then I gotta kill like 20 more of those throughout the rest of the game. Fucking alright, Nidhogg. Alright, let's get this boss out of the way. My displeasure with Nidhogg has been talked about before, but God, I don't like this boss, even as V. I like it even less as anyone who isn't V. But, man, I just don't care much for this boss. I also gotta do some reading. I picked a terrible time to start reading. Wrong input. Do fucking double check, would you? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's one. But I'll double check that should. Yeah, there we go. I should put in some work on the others. Get him wait. That's the last head, so. Oh, good. Well, fucking another one respawned already. Oh, great. Oh, I appreciate this. We're gonna run into the glitch that I seem to. I don't even know if it's a glitch. It feels like it is a glitch, where 3 whole Nidhogg's come out instead of 3 additional snake things. Oh, wait for me.
No escape.
I can probably just kill him here in a sec, yeah. There we go. Easy fight.
The cut one.
Just not a. I mean, Nidhogg's a fine fight as V, which I guess makes sense. It is designed for him, but I don't care much for him. And Nidhogg is actually a terrible fight on higher difficulties. Not. Well, DMD Nidhogg's just boring. Playing as V on DMD is just boring in general because since you're not like in the thick of it, you're really never in danger. If you play well, you're never in danger, so it's just kind of waiting for Shadow and Griffin to kill the comically durable enemies sometimes. I don't know if I have this saved as a clip somewhere, but the pair of Protos that spawn on Mission 9. I had a clip of me just standing there for like a minute and a half, just reading while wailing on one of them, because I was somewhere where it couldn't reach me, so I was at no risk, just waiting for it to die. This one might be a problem because it's so fucking small. Well, maybe I have to keep the enemies off screen, it shouldn't be an issue. That's another thing about V, is that you can completely abuse the fact that enemies don't attack you if they're off screen. Because you can just look away and mash, and they'll die eventually. Well, they won't die eventually, but they'll get to a state where you can just kill them eventually. That's fine. V is it's a character you abuse the systems with, and you'll be fine.
Can't move forward without breaking.
Come on. Oh, at least I'm not gonna hurt my wrist playing V too long. I did that before. First time I played this game, before I rebound Shadow and Griffin's buttons, I fucking like hurt my wrist playing SV, so I had to rebind. Ow. Thanks, Gilgamesh. One of my deaths on Hell and Hell doing this mission was to Gilgamesh, and yeah, that was something. Oh god, how's fucking Gilgamesh is gonna be a pain in the ass. It's just gonna be moving so fast, but it's not gonna be easy to move as well as you want to for that fight. That's it. What am I saying? Gilgamesh is a pain in the ass normally. Get you back up. An interesting thing about higher difficulties with V is that on DMD, I mean, I say DMD is not the hardest V, but the fact is that a lot of the pets are still liable to get one-shot by DT'd enemies. They're not that durable. And that's kind of part of why reading is very important on both DMD and Hell and Hell. Because if the pets die, you're in a rough spot, and they will die very easily in those difficulties. Hell and Hell especially, since they do get one-shot just like V does, but having Nightmare out makes the other pets invincible, so you want to have Nightmare out as much as possible, which means you're going to be reading as much as possible. But reading is a bit risky on Hell and Hell. So you can just run around aimlessly if you want. That's more or less how I did it. I'm not ever expecting to get every achievement in this game because I'm not S-ranking every mission on Hell and Hell. Mission 18 alone will see into that. I could try and S-rank every other mission, but Mission 18 is just not happening. I'm fucking atrocious at the Nightmare fight. You know, I'm sure we'll be seeing that later. Is that it? No, it's gonna be the red. The Nightmare fight is... Either the Nightmare fight or Yours in 3 is probably the hardest fight in this game for me. And part of that, like, Vergil is, I think, fundamentally the hardest fight in the game, but once you get the hang of him, Vergil's not that hard to handle. But those two fights I just can't fucking do for the life of me. I mean, mission 17 yours and fucking ended the permadeath. So we didn't even get to see Nightmare, but I am terrible at Nightmare. And Nightmare is a brutally difficult fight, so I'm not gonna, I don't think it's weird that I'm bad at that fight. But man, shit's rough. Fighting 3 enemies at once with a lot of attacks and a lot of range is unsurprisingly very difficult. Griffin especially is just annoying. What's worse is that I sometimes have had to be where I'm attacking Griffin and he just fucking shoots me. Which is not appreciated. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. I think for both Shadow and Griffin, they're not supposed to attack you as long as you're hitting them, since they don't actually flinch. I think they just don't attack. Yeah, sometimes it happens anyway.
This way, I guess.
Just sliding along at Mach speed. Which, how long are we going? Like half an hour? I mean, I probably could finish this in one sitting if I want to. I don't necessarily think I will. I don't want to stay up that late again, since I actually have shit to do tomorrow. I didn't after Vergil though, just for a while. I was fine with staying up until midnight, since I usually fall asleep relatively early. The only reason I stream this late is because I can't really get away with doing it earlier. So if I decide to go for a while, I'll go impact the next day, but honestly it doesn't matter that much. I have a few things going on tomorrow, but I probably could get away with staying up pretty late. I started early, kind of, for that reason. Oh no, we'll see. I'm gonna get like past like at least mission 10. That's just kind of a given, get past the halfway point. This will take no more than 2 streams. Unless Vergil kills me for like 3 hours, but I doubt that. I think Vergil's gonna kick my ass, but I don't think it'll take that long. If it takes that long, I probably will just give up and say, alright, we're doing DMD with super costumes, which is a cop-out, but it's probably what I would go with if something kicks my ass for too long. This isn't like a first playthrough or anything, so this is more of a for the fucking hell of it playthrough. This isn't even like a proper challenge run, otherwise I wouldn't let that slide either. It's just kind of playing this game with this wacky condition and seeing how it goes. Rich. Garrigan. I'm not sure if I like this fight or the 3 fight with Garrigan more. Probably this one, because the 3 fight's just kind of annoying to me. It's not a bad fight in either game, I just don't care for it much in either.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's go.
Cavalier is going to be an interesting fight. Because especially like once we get to the later phases, then he does his little teleporting attacks, because those do have a build-up, but it's not a particularly long startup, and they hurt like hell, so if I'm not vigilant, I'll get my ass kicked there. But we'll see. I'm reading, leave me be. He's trying to lead me, but I guess actually that's interesting. He was trying to lead me there, but the I think the turbo fucked him up. Well, turbo. Yeah, turbo. I mean, still technically turbo, just a lot of turbo. Alright, don't leave me be, I'm reading. Bitch. There we go. That's a great... That, if he does that, which I'm terrible at dodging, that's like another reason you always want to have enough DT ready to summon Nightmare when you're playing as V on higher difficulties, is because you too have iframes in the summon animation, so you can use it to get out of a tough spot like that. Nightmare's... Nightmare does a ton of damage, so Nightmare is good for itself, but it's also very much a utility option. Alright. That's 5 missions. I'll be back in a bit. I have to go do something real quick, but it'll probably take no more than like 2 minutes, so I'll be back in a hot second. I'll play a lot of Mission 6 start cutscene play. Or something. I'm pretty sure that was more than 2 minutes. Too bad. Alright, Gilgamesh. Boy, this fight's bad. And I'm sure 250% speed isn't going to be any better. You know what? Yeah, just recommend it again. I don't care. There's no strategy here. It's just pressing buttons and it'll probably work. I don't know. It's going so fast. I don't know.
Well, she
where's
ain't
my
dead.
mouse?
Got a pretty smoking body, though.
Let's go. Gilgert.
Look at this ass. Prancing. Riding high.
Shit.
Riding. Let's get her.
Okay, well. I usually don't bother with the legs.
Hammer that soft spot. Let's get her.
Bitch. I don't get to escape that he is, man. Going in.
Think you're going.
Okay, up. Give it. No, Nero, come on. Shit.
Riding high. Let's get her.
God, I just keep falling much faster than I expected because of the speed, which, once again, you know, shouldn't be surprising, but... Shit. Well, he has a bomb on him now, which will probably help a bit. Get back up, Nero. Shit. Shit. Alright, well, then actually we're gonna have... I'll just wait until V knocks him down for a bit. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for a second. Alright, thank you. Nice whiff. Alright. Wasted 2 devil arms? No, wait. Nope, we're good. Fucking don't. God damn it. Get away from me, Beyblade. That shit ran. The wall is no longer there. Never mind. It's a cool fight conceptually, but man, I just don't care for this fight. What? Okay. Shit. I legitimately no idea what's going on.
I know I agreed to splitting up, but why gotta do all that?
I have basically no idea what's going on in this fight. I'm just trying to get back on top and getting hit by the Beyblade in the process. Didn't even mean to do hard way. Alright. Shit. Yeah, I guess you can do that. I was just gonna get on top of you on ragtime, but you know, if you want.
Sure looks easy down there.
Come on. We're close. I can get this. There we go. Okay, and I get to not fight Gilgamesh for another, I don't know, month. Is that the first time I haven't gotten an S on that mission? Might be. Depends on if I did on Hell and Hell or not, and I don't remember. I'd have to check. We're gonna have our first run-in with Protos in this mission, which might go terribly. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It might go terribly. I'm not great at fighting Protos. They just take a while. I forgot to get new Devil Breakers. We're running with 2. Shit. I got a little gung-ho. We're going with just 2. I'm not restarting. Should still be fine. Shit. Alright, that's one. Fuck.
We can follow
I definitely shouldn't be trying to parry the drill attack, because I'm bad at parrying that one normally. I'm going to be even worse at this speed. So I just shouldn't even be trying on that one, but whatever. Shit. Tried to be cute. Didn't work. You know, just mashing the Z buttons working decently well. Alright. Keep it going. You know, I actually do think I'm going to be doing this in one session, which means the 0-1 on the thumbnail has no purpose. But I'm not going to change it. Not yet, at least. I might later. Especially since that thumbnail's rushed. I was going to put the little corner thing, but Gimp was being comically uncooperative, so I didn't get that to work. So, I can just get rid of the text and it'll be fine. And in fact, I can do pretty much every mission within like 10 minutes at this mode. 20 missions. I mean, that's 200 minutes, but
Guess I'm going down.
considering I can do most missions within 5 to 10 minutes going at this speed, let's say 7. 720 is 140. Well, it's 2.5 hours. I'm fine with that one. Some missions will take longer, I'm sure. Some missions will take shorter. Some missions have taken shorter, but some missions will definitely take longer, especially whenever I start dying. At the very least, I'm sure Vergil will take longer. Because Vergil, I guarantee you, I'm going to die a lot too, going at this speed. It's going to be like my first playthrough again. Yeah, I was going to go for the Buster and I fucked it. Alright, give me a go. Didn't mean to pause. Fuck, dumbass. I do want to see if I can get a final time on this. I mean, it's not like even going at 250% speed. The fact that it's a Son of Sparda and the fact that I'm not playing optimally in the slightest means that I have no chance in hell of actually beating the legitimate world record for this game. But it's an interesting prospect. Can I beat this game in 80 minutes? No. Can I try? Yes. I think the world record's like 80 minutes on Double Hunter, and I'd have to double check. The corner is the last place I want to be, where I just going so fast I don't even know what's hitting me at that time. Yeah, fucking 5 enemies in the corner, that's where I want to be. That's not even like a specific to this thing, it's never somewhere you never want to be. I don't even know when I killed most of the riots there. They just died. Well, I'll take it. Alright, Nico, give me some arms.
There's no such thing as too prepared.
I'm just gonna keep taking the recommended loadouts. I don't. Okay, if that's the recommended loadout you're gonna give me, I'm not gonna take it. I was thinking about this earlier, but if they, if we even get a DMC6, I was wondering what they'd do with the Devil Breakers. My guess would be that they'd just remove some, if not all, of these ones. I'd say only some, because some of these, like Overture and Gerber, I feel like should come back. I was thinking like it would be like Cut 4, it'd probably be Tomboy, Buster Arm, probably Helter Skelter, and then one of and then either Rawhide or Ragtime. But like these first 3 are pretty much, they're like the Devil Breakers. I could just get a bunch of Buster Arms for this fight, but that's lame as hell. So let's just get a nice variety that I'm gonna use like 2 of because I keep forgetting to use them. Just bring a Pasta Breaker for good measure, you know? Shit. I'm good. Maybe. Kind of staying on that subject of the potential of DMC6. Realistically, Nero would be the protagonist again, considering 5 actually set that up instead of 4's
Let's get air.
more or less failure to set up Nero actually being the protagonist for the rest going forward. So it'll probably be Nero again. I was wondering, I mean, they'd add new Devil Breakers, that's a gimme. But would he get like a new weapon? That's kind of the wondering. Is like, would they give him another weapon other than the Red Queen? I think that'd be neat. Have it be something similar but not the same, like a different weapon type and something similar to Exceed, but maybe a different element, like a fucking, I don't know, a lance that can zap shit. Just spitballing ideas here, I think that'd be neat, especially since they're actually, I don't think they've ever done like a lance. I mean, the closest thing we have to that is King Cerberus' staff form. Which, I guess, and also a lance would be kind of weird for this kind of game, I guess. I'd like to see it. But who knows if we'll even see a DMC6, if we do anytime soon. I mean, there is the argument to be made that this game's ending is a great ending for the series as a whole, not just Dante and Vergil, which, sure. I'd still like to see a DMC6 just because it would mean more of these. And there are plotlines available for it, like, I think the obvious choice for a DMC6 plotline is either A, something completely new, sure, or fucking figure out what's going on with Nero's mom, 'cause that's still not known. Not canonically known, at least. There's theories, but there's nothing canon, I don't think, other than she was from Fortuna. Probably. That's it. Mission 8's normally a long mission. I'm wondering how long it'll be here. Oh, this is going to be our first Fury. Oh, God. Okay. Well, let's see how Fighting Furies go. I don't think Fighting Furies is going to go terribly at any point. But because both Nero and Dante have very safe options when it comes to fighting Furies. Nero has Shuffle and Dante has like 6 things. Royal Guard, Balrogs, Punch Mode, and Ice Age come to mind. So I should be fine, but who knows, maybe I'll just keep fucking up the timing. But those are all pretty safe options to deal with Furies. V doesn't fight Furies normally, just in the Bloody Palace, so he doesn't have much in terms of great options for them. Then Vergil, you have to like legitimately parry them instead of relying on some mildly cheap option, which of course means that I'm worse at fighting Furies with Vergil than I am any other character, but it's kind of fitting. Bitch. Alright, we got 2 Antinoras, I think? Yeah, 2 Antinoras and then the Fury. Since Fury's gonna be in this room, get it out of the way immediately. Then we don't have to fight another one until mission 10, and that's when we're fighting them with Dante. I don't think, okay, Nero doesn't have to fight any more Furies, so every other Fury Nero can fight is optional. This is the only mandatory one, which also means it's probably gonna be the only one I fight with him. Yeah, if I could just do that. If I could knock them down either with a Shuffle or the DT Explosion, that'll do the trick. Because then I can buster him. Or the level 3 charge shot will do it. Alright, there we go. 2610 stylish points. It's like you're playing on Heaven and Hell. God, fucking stylishness is not happening this playthrough. Gonna get hit too much and then, just because of the speed, I don't have that much conscious control over what I'm doing. I have some control, like, but it doesn't feel like I have that much because of the speed. Also, we're coming up on the rim, on like the area that I've never seen in this mission and will continue to never see because I'm not changing that now. But that's probably something down there. Because this room up ahead, it's a platform that you can get across. There's a red orb cluster on the other side, but you can. That floor starts to crack as soon as you step foot on it, but I've never been on it as it actually breaks, because I've either just jumped across entirely, like that, or just simply gotten across it quickly enough that it wasn't an issue. So we're still not going to see what's down there. Instead, we're going to fight
Going down is the only
another
way,
beyond the first Baphomet. First Baphomet normally. We've actually only fought one Baphomet yet. There's only just that one in Mission 1, huh? That's actually weird. I think 4 is more guilty of not being super creative with its higher difficulty enemy combinations, because you still just like mostly fight scarecrows. But yeah, it's actually interesting that there's quite a few enemy types that you don't fight earlier in this game than you do normally. But normally I just mean on Devil Hunter. Like, we fought one Lusakia? Maybe two? We fought two Lusakias, both in Mission 3. There's no Protos or Scudos before they appear normally in Mission 7. We haven't seen any riots yet, I don't think. No, not riots. We've seen riots. It's chaoses. We've seen riots earlier than normal, than in Devil Hunter. But riots are also basically just like a standard enemy type once they start appearing, so I guess that makes more sense. We've seen a Behemoth before they start appearing. We've seen a Fury before they start appearing. We've seen multiple Judekas. Judekas also makes a lot more sense since they're one of the three hells, which are overall probably the most common enemy types since they're the basic enemy types for this game. And Pusas are just cannon fodder. It's Antinoras and Kainas that are really the standard enemies for this game. And then Judekas are just like mini-boss hells. It's interesting that like Hell Kainas are basically Hell Prides from 3, but they dipped with the 7 sins and just started calling them different things. I don't know if Antinora, Judeka, or Kaina have any actual meaning. They probably do, but I don't know if they do. This Behemoth killed me so many goddamn times in my first DMD playthrough, because he would get in the DT and start flailing around and I would just keep getting hit. And like when he's charging around, I cut him off a bit early, but when he's charging around and in DT, that shit does so much damage if you get hit by it. I think it does half. It's one of those attacks that does a lot. It's interesting that quite a few enemies in this game have like a pseudo DT before they get actual DT on DMD. Like the two big ones are probably Queen of Pusas and Protos. Protos just like have a more... They go into that pattern of blocking and counterattacking once they're at low HP. Either that or going away and fucking charging at you. That charge attack does a comical amount of damage if it hits. They do that already. And then they have DT on top of that. And then Queen of Pusas have their... I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's after they've had a nice refreshing drink of blood. They turn red and they start acting more aggressive to deal more damage. And then you stack DT on top of that, and I think that's probably the enemy type I've died most to. Like, DMD Queen of Pusas kick my ass pretty frequently. Alright, that's it for mandatory fights this chapter. There's just a bunch of Impusas on the way to Urizen that'll still kill for the hell of it, maybe build some DT. Then it's Urizen, who, you know, admittedly, considering I'm as powerful as I was in the prologue, and I still died there, I may die here. We'll see. I'm actually not that confident now that I'm thinking about it. Because Mission 12 years in, I'm going to cheese the shit out of it with Faust. That I've accepted, because Faust's, I don't know the name of the move. I don't know the name of most of Faust's moves other than Red Hot Knight, because I don't use Faust other than Red Hot Knight most of the time. It's the one, it's not Gunslinger, it's just normally, it's the back input when you're locked on, and it surrounds Dante with a bunch of red orbs. That absolutely just shreds the crystal, which is great for Mission 12. Considering the reason, like, part of the reason I don't like that fight so much is that on top of him being, he's not a super durable boss, but him bringing the crystal back multiple times is a right pain in the ass if you don't just, if you aren't able to just tear him to shreds the first time. Which is possible, but it's not super reliable. Alright, this fight's gonna be a mess. We'll see. Don't cut me. Oh, excuse me? That connected. I disagree. Okay. You know, this is going much better than I expected it to, but it's also because I guess I already know not to be as careless as I was in the fucking as I was in the prologue.
You ready to get slashed?
Alright, crosses down. Alright, fight's done. I don't know why I was getting scared about that. I actually do wonder. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same fight that it is in prologue. It's merely a matter of getting better. Well, exact same fight, except this version does cut off earlier. Prologue, it keeps going after you smash the crystal, but here it goes to this, and now you're supposed to lose again, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the same fight, but I'm honestly not sure. I'd have to compare, but the crystal doesn't really have a proper health value, I don't think. I think it's more based on hit count. There is definitely some like actual damage factor, but I think it's mostly hit count that affects the crystal. So it would be hard to compare, I think. Anyway, I didn't. But I don't know, maybe this is easier. I don't think it is. I do think it's the same fight, but I wonder. I'm not gonna check. Alright, mission 9. Been going for an hour. Unless I get caught up on something, I'm gonna try to do this in one session. Which is a mighty big if, because like I said, some of the later bosses I expect to tear me to pieces. And then we have Vergil, but Vergil's the final boss, so that's not surprising. And if I get to Vergil with relative ease, I am gonna throw myself against Vergil until like midnight. Because that's not something I'd want to do in its own stream. Because that would end up being like a 30-minute stream, knowing my luck words. Come on. Alrighty. This is our behemoth introduction. Normally we fought 2. It's 1 to mission 4, 1 last mission. Actually, I don't think there's any others. That was fast. I guess, yeah, Nightmare landed on it, so that would do it. Alright. Get this Antonora out of here, and then should be in the fight already. Nope, what's alive? I forgot that a Kaina spawns here. And apparently another Antonora. Alright, now we're done. I'm not gonna go to the side area. Never mind, yeah, well, I'm not gonna summon Nightmare to break through. Just fucking... He slides so goddamn fast with this on. I'm not gonna bother with the red Impulses, I don't need the orb sent. There's not really anything to do fighting them. There's a couple of Antonoras, so I'm just giving back there, but... At this, like, what, 2 Antonoras and a Llama Bat back there, that's not the most interesting of fights to begin with. This fight, however, has 2 Judekas, which is more annoying than anything. Judekas teleport so much that they're probably one of my least favorite enemy types in this game. Once again, just because this game has good enemy design overall, I don't even dislike fighting Judekas. I just think they're relatively annoying compared to a lot of other enemy types. Just because they love to fucking teleport. Yeah, but this game's enemy design is much more reliably good than 3 or 4's. Isn't there a Kaina somewhere? I guess it died. I don't know what killed it. I don't think I did it unless I was going so fucking fast that I missed killing an enemy as V, which shouldn't be possible. Ow. When did you get that? Right, teleporting. Oh, there's a Kaina. The Kaina, I assume this Kaina just got summoned though. So I don't know what happened to that other one. It just disappeared. Maybe I killed it, maybe demons have friendly fire in this game. Maybe the Judekas killed it, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if every demon has friendly fire in this game. Queen of Pusas and Behemoths definitely do. I'm actually not sure about anything else.
I'd be lying.
Kind of operated off the assumption that they do, but I guess for some, like, the Angelos probably don't have friendly fire against each other. That's actually something I'm curious about. I kind of want to test that out, but that would take some doing. Get a promotion. Come on, I want to try something. Feet, get on. This is a waste. Actually, no, if I got both the lava bats, actually, never mind. That was great. Never mind. Shit. I don't think I've ever practically used domination before, so I'll take that. It feels weird seeing green and white orbs lying around because those that's not a thing on DMD. I was about to say, this should be kind of here. When did he get off into that corner? Good old V. Fucking looks. Fights with V, especially at this speed, are quite literally just like a cartoon ball. Like those balls of those just like balls of combat that cartoons usually use. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna get hit by this. Yep. Wow, that did remarkably little damage. It's another instance of even fucking used to DMD where that shit does like 7. Should be 2 Asakias, yeah. She was too far away, you serious? Fuck me like that? Dumbass. Standing still. Nope, hey, nope, other one. Other one's the one that's dying. Shit, not again. Okay, we're good. Okay. And just like that, we're already almost through the mission. We got some Death Scissors and some Protos to throw hands with, but that's it. I'm not going to try and parry Death Scissors with B. I know you can. I ain't going for it. That's some Protos here, which may or may not take 5 minutes. DMD would take 5 minutes. This shouldn't take that long. Woo. Oh, I got your bless. I didn't expect that to happen this later. And, you know, of course it happens with me. We got Shadow. Shit. One of the cards is almost dead. I don't know about the other. The other one doesn't look like it's in its rage state yet, so we should have a little bit. Now it's in its rage state. It's pseudo DT. Shit. Also occurs to me, I'm pretty sure I've heard that V's sidestep is comically broken for higher difficulties. Like, yeah, if you just spam this, I think you're like literally invincible. I've never actually abused that. Just because Griffin alone does next to no damage. Blockade does decent damage, but that's kind of it. A lot of Griffin's other moves are kind of eh. Round Robin maybe, which actually I don't even remember if it's actually called Round Robin. His charging attack, I think it's Round Robin. I don't know, I'd have to check. I'm not about to check the skill list in the middle of the stream. There's no reason for that. Oh, it's V, I don't care about V. V is... I don't necessarily think they could have done better with just the character concept. It doesn't work particularly well for this kind of game. But for what he is, he's good. I like him. I just don't like him nearly as much as the other characters. Speaking of V, that's 3 out of his 4 missions. See him again in 5 missions, then not at all. Because I'm not playing as him in mission 13. That just ain't happening. I actually don't know if to play Dante or Nero there. Speaking of Dante, this is finally going to be our first mission with him. And, I don't know. A lot of things with Dante are timing-based, so not as much as, like, Exceed, where it's literally a core part of Nero is timing-based, but some things I'm not going to be able to take advantage of, like Royal Guard's pretty much off the table. Not unless I want to waste my DT.
Did that guy really do this?
Sin DT's on the table.
No accounting for taste.
You know, okay, think of a real impact in this game. Is that part of the reason why real impact is so fucking satisfying in this game is its stop frames. It has stop frames and it has a lot of fire effects. The stop frames are going to be so short in this speed that I feel like it's just not going to feel right. I mean, this entire speed doesn't feel right, but it'll feel even less right. Can't even do 2s in time right. Yeah, that doesn't feel right. Stop frames basically didn't exist. I mean, they did, but it was so negligible that it might as well not have. Fuck. Oh, that's a great start. There we go. Okay. Next fight's just a bunch of hells. This mission's relatively... I mean, this mission has a lot of fights. It's the first Dante mission, so they're trying to get you to throw down as much as they can, but a lot of this mission's fights aren't particularly interesting. There's 2 fights that are just the 3 hells. We gotta fight 2 Furies on this ability, which is I actually don't... I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't remember this mission's enemy layout on Devil Hunter. I haven't played Devil Hunter in so long in this game that I just don't remember any of the enemy layouts from it. But Dante generally gets some of the harder missions, so I think we're going to start seeing real issue with Dante. I mean, the fact that I'm already at like half health in the second fight of the mission says something. I'm going to get full SCT without even putting energy into it. It's going to be from damage. Fuck. I'm gonna die here. God damn. Okay, just a dejected. Shit. Okay, I got full sin. As well as almost full multitudes here, which is great. Alright. I could be in better shape, but I could be in worse shape. The fact that I have full on both gauge is great. This fight's just 2 or 3 Chaoses. This shouldn't be hard. The Chaoses might be rolling around so much at this speed that actually... Oh, Jesus Christ, that was fast. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. Not that fast. Alright, there we go. Finally got it broken. Dante, I feel like Dante feels much faster than either Nero or me at this speed. Like I feel like I'm feeling the speed a lot more with him than I did those two. I keep going into welter mode trying to just jab because it keeps reading my taps as holds. Oh god, this is a mess. Can I even? I'm gonna try and real impact this Fury as it spawns, because that's something you can do pretty easily with this one, but who knows?
Gonna close it.
Okay, well, especially if I don't do it right. That's what I mean by Dante has like really safe options to deal with Furies, is that you can just use Ice Age like that to handle them. And it's kind of cheating, considering you're literally invincible during Ice Age, but it does work if you don't want to... If you're either bad at fighting Furies to begin with, which happens. Furies are rough before you get used to them. Or just in situations like this where I'm not going to try and parry them naturally, Ice Age is a comically good option for them. It is... I mean, it's strictly speaking the safest option, it's just not the best, easiest to capitalize on. Like, your best option after it's pretty much a long barrel, which is why I prefer Balrog or actually parrying them, because I feel like you can get more damage out of it. Okay. He got away because I couldn't hit him. Jesus Christ. Alright, more health. Okay, I can't do drive, because oh, never mind, yeah, I can. Anyway, I just lost all my health in like 2 seconds. We're just gonna use it. Yeah, that's fucking... I'm not gonna deal with this otherwise. Considering I lost a lot of health really fast there. Not gonna fuck with that. I got bullied hard. Alright. Oh. Judgment is gone. I don't think there's anything up here. This normally gets you like a blue orb fragment, but yeah, I already got that 10 playthroughs ago. Not gonna fight the Enthusiasts on the side, I don't really care to.
Oh man.
So, Baphomet Chaoses, I think.
These ladies work fast.
The Baphomet actually does scare me, because Baphomet attacks can do a lot of damage if you don't properly dodge them or are otherwise prepared. And at this speed, that's an issue. Like, we saw how I just got fucked up by the Baphomet Icicles in Mission 1, where I just didn't have time to react. Alright. Fortunately, this boss isn't a real boss either. Cavalier. I don't know how Cavalier is gonna go. Cavalier's not a really hard fight. Like, Cavalier is a situationally difficult fight, I feel like. He has certain states where he's difficult to deal with, but generally speaking, you can just kind of get in his face and keep attacking, and you'll just happen to parry. something that doesn't even happen intentionally. Like my first playthrough, I was just attacking and got the achievement for fucking carrying it. Here, yeah. Shit. Yeah, I didn't want long barrel there. I think Ice Age got broken through there. Maybe it isn't literally invincible. I for sure thought it was. Ow. Just get the lava bat out of the way. It's being a pain in the ass. Shit. Okay, what's... Alright. I'd be lying if I said I knew what was going on there. There we go. How fast is Revolver in this? Also doing this. This is just me matching the button. I gotta do a fight just doing that. That's fine. This next fight's just a bunch of Angelos, so I could probably get away with doing that in some capacity. Oh god, platforming. Don't do this! The last thing I want to think about is platforming in these games after the Vergil playthrough, where not having air hike made that actual actual suffering. Alright, I'll just wait. I'll wait aside. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel it.
I'm gonna deal with the Baphomet before it causes more problems for me. Yeah, like that. Okay, might die. Round trips. Okay, all the protos are kind of the issue here. Shit. You know what? This is the last fight I can use Sin. This doesn't matter if I actually win the next fight or not. Judgment. Okay. That was a terrible Sin double trigger if I've ever seen one. Yeah, that's what I mean. I can only do the first hit of Dance Macabre. Because the mashing, I can't mash fast enough to keep up. Not, at least not a shoulder button. I don't even know what gave me that much health, probably the Protoss. So they should be fine. There we go. Alright. Urizen, huh? Well, Urizen in quotes, just the prologue played again. Really. Actually, let's kind of prove what I mean by that if this is shredding the crystal. Like how much? The crystal's already gone. That's what I mean. That move absolutely eviscerates the crystal. Alright. God, C rank. Alright, well. I mean, the only times I've gotten below B overall on a mission was on Hell in Hell for dying a bunch. I kind of expected it to happen there, because this mission's hard to get a good stylish rank in to begin with, and that was just because of the speed. That wasn't well played. But, we're good. We're good. Anyway, back to not using
like I
fast.
overslept. Time for a warm-up.
Trying to use drive. I don't know why. I feel like Dante's back to forward inputs are much stricter than Nero's. I don't want to be spamming Singer. Come on. There we go. As wrong as Real Impact feels at this speed, it's still nice to land. It doesn't feel like Real Impact because of how fast it is. It just feels like it's doing a normal uppercut that just happens to deal a lot of damage. How does Melee instead look at this speed? Stupid. Alright, kind of listen. Yeah, I can't actually do twosome time. Like I can't actually do twosome time because of the it's like basically just a match input, which once again, not really a thing here. Yeah, I mean, Ice Age. It's definitely lame that I'm pretty much just using Ice Age to deal with Furies, but it is the safest way to take care of them when you can't actually parry them. Yeah, I'll fight the Thicc in there. Thicc, nobody that's in here, I'll do it. I don't even remember what spawns here on lower difficulties, because I mean, that red orb that I picked up is a blue orb first playthrough. And you fight something after it, but considering Lusakias haven't even been introduced yet on Devil Hunter, you're not going to fight one of those, so I don't have any idea what this enemy formation is on Devil Hunter. The LDK mod is fucking cool for this enemy formation, because it spawns a bunch of Furies, which, you know, Furies. Multiple Furies is not particularly easy to take care of, even with like LDK rolls. I don't know why I say even with LDK rolls. LDK really doesn't have any special rolls, just a bunch of enemies that are roughly as durable, maybe a bit less than they are in Devil Hunter. No, actually. I can just infinite this guy. There we go. That's probably the lamest way I've ever taken out an Antinora. Both of them are armor broken, so just go in. I can't do the follow-up swings on drive even if I get to do it to begin with. That sucks. Okay, first Judeka. Normally. I need to stop just talking about that. I'm on higher difficulties first, if anything. I keep trying to summon shit already. Ow. I haven't been using Cavalier much. Cavalier is once again a bit of a timing-based weapon, so going at this speed is god-awful for it. Straight up didn't have time to react. Ow. Yeah, that's on me. There we go. You know, Cavalier is a timing-based weapon kind of too, so that's more or less why I haven't been using it. That, and I'm also using Cavalier R, which isn't as armored. I think it still has some armor, but it doesn't have as much as normal Cavalier does. So it's rough to use at this speed, where I'm just getting hit a lot more out of not having time to react. I gotta say, it's kind of wild going to how long DT lasts in this game compared to 3, where it lasts about 5 seconds. Shit. Didn't do the upswing there, would have been fine. I'm trying not to get my ass kicked by this fight, because we're going into Cavalier, which I'm expecting to have some issue with. That's at every other fight I've expected to have issue going into. I haven't. I actually wish I had picked DMD to start with, but whatever. Just like slides across the entire ring. Fuck. Fucking proto suit. Shit. Killed him with the fucking jump damage. There is no lamer way to go out. I have no help. And DT. This is gonna go. I'd be lying if I said, I feel like Cavalier is gonna be the death. Just on account of how relatively low health. Okay, never mind. I still think Cavalier might kill me, but since I have decent health and DT now, I could be fine. I shouldn't even try to Royal Guard. Yep. Okay, I got one. I'm satisfied. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the moveset. Shit. Okay, yeah, this is going terribly. Jump in. Oh shit, I thought he was doing the charge up. Oh, decent damage, and I might just go into Sin. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into Sin and see if I can wail on him with Loose. Oh god, Loose does so much damage. And Judgment's gonna kill. Never mind. No, it isn't. I may die. Never mind, we're good. Alright. Oh, it was almost first death. And, you know, I feel like it's only gonna get rougher from here. If I die to Malphus, that'll be a travesty, because I've still never died to Malphus. Sorry. I'm scared about the 2 Fury Rum. I mean, Ice Age is still gonna make that room not particularly difficult. But, yeah. Man, okay, what is there to be particularly concerned about for the remainder of the game? Mission 12 Yersin, but Faust shreds that fight. Faust shreds everything, but this isn't like full cheese Faust. I'm not going to use Red Hot Knight, I'm just going to use that one surrounding move.
Suffering
Mission 13 I'm not concerned about. Mission 14 I'm not concerned about. Mission 15, Malphus is a boss. I've never died to Malphus, and I don't expect that to change. I'm going to use normal Cav. King Cerberus might fuck me up. Yersin 3 is definitely gonna fuck me up. Nightmare's definitely gonna fuck me up. Vergil's definitely gonna fuck me up. I'm resetting. I was too busy contemplating what bosses are gonna kick my ass.
Unless you want to die, woo, I suggest you get the hell out of my way.
Alright. Oh, you're still on. No, you're not. Not gonna fight the Fury? Reason 2, I'll be fighting 2 of you later. Just gonna see if I can take care of the Lysakia immediately. Lysakias are definitely best. Like, they're most dangerous when you're not paying attention to them. Same thing with Baphomets, really. Especially with how quickly their attacks are coming out in this difficulty, it's an issue. And Lysakia's dead. We're good. I need to figure out how, like, these things are only present in, like, this mission and mission 15. These, little structures. But I swear they deal a lot of damage to enemies if enemies are inside them when you destroy them. But I am not sure. Certainly seems like my bitrate's been better this time. I haven't, like, I don't know, preview window hasn't been telling me it's an issue this time, so it should be fine. But I'll have to check on the VOD. Fuck. Go. Done. Fuck. Platforming. Extremely light platforming, but platforming nonetheless. If I really want to, I can just, Judgment the Furies, but I'm not gonna... I'm gonna want to burn my Sin gauge before the Eurozone fight, because that puts you in it automatically. But, like, I don't really know what I'll burn it on. Probably Queen of Threes. Fuck. I don't even know where the Baphomet is. I thought I killed it. You know, I'm pretty sure there's multiple, so I don't know when it spawned. But I was gonna real impact, and I got fucked out of it. There we go. Nice little real impact to kill. Real impact, I feel is. I think the real impact hitbox is actually remarkably small in 3. Because it always felt like that. I've always felt harder to land than it does in this. And 4. It's not hard to land in this and 4 either. Alright, that's one already. And this room was not at all an issue because I fucking killed one before the other started to do anything. Sure, not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Alright. Yeah, Kick Cerberus really is just by far the safest way to handle Furies. Just a general egg revolver. Just basically just a wheel of parrying. And then Ice Age, of course. Because it makes you basically invincible while it's active. Yeah, oh, well. I didn't actually mean to go into Sin. I was contemplating it. And I was deciding against it, but it fucking charged up so fast that I did it anyway. Well. Shit. Just don't grab me again. It's half the reason I had basically no health in Mission 10 because this bitch grabbed me. And I did not have the necessary DT to deal with it. Fucking Cerberus combo is still just so comically fast to me. That's probably my favorite move at this speed, just the Cerberus combo. It's so fucking fast. And as we saw with that one Antinora, I fucking bullied. I could even hit some enemies with it. Not that that's remotely practical, and definitely not stylish, but it is an option. That's not gonna hit anything, yep. Bitch. I forgot a second Baphomet spawned in here. Son of a bitch. Fortunately, getting grabbed by nobody is nowhere near as bad as getting grabbed by a Queen of Pusa. They don't need to be some grabs. I think they are. I'm drawing a blank on any others right now, so I'm gonna go and say yes, even though I have 200 hours in this game, I should know. Jesus, God, that is... Once again, I mean, it's not technically any more dangerous than it should be normally. But the speed really just makes it seem a lot more intimidating when 3 come out that quickly. I'm going to grab this in case I fuck up the skip. Because I'm missing one fight if I do this, but I'm very used to doing the skip. You know what? Nah, I'm not in any danger, and I'm going to lightly cheese yours in anyway, so we'll do this fight. I forgot this was a Hell's fight. Itch. I thought I was still on the sword. Right, Antinoris. And one of them's dead, I think. 2 of them's dead, I think. Should be... I think after this Kaina, it's just Inujeka. Yeah. God, that's so fast. I can't stand still. Like, I try to stand still and like wait for them to get into a situation where I want to take advantage of it, but I just end up getting hit by one of the teleport attacks because it comes out so fast. There we go. Killed an enemy with idling. I've completed my quota for the playthrough. Never use idling again. Oh right, yeah, that's how the stun room set up again. Jeez, I can't see. That should be it for the mission. I think, because there's just going to be the blood clot up here, and then I think, yeah, there's no mandatory fights until Urizen, so that's basically it for this mission. How far are we at? Hour 37?
That should be all of them.
If I were to stop, it probably would be right after this mission, because an hour 37, and then the remainder of the game next time, but I think I'll keep going and try and do this in one sitting. It shouldn't be that hard to pull it off.
Man, this brings me back.
So I'll keep on rolling.
Holy shit.
I wish I had more DT, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh yeah, right, you start. I literally said that you start in Sin for this fight, and I completely forgot that you do. Because, trust me, I'm good at this game. Please believe me. Already destroyed the crystal. Thanks, Faust.
As long as you live.
Surprised he hasn't brought the crystal back yet. I need to shut my mouth.
Power is everything.
Alright, crystal down second time. You have to destroy the crystal 3 times if you don't beat him. If you don't deal so much damage that he literally doesn't get to bring it back as many times as he's supposed to. But he's supposed to bring it up 3 times. The initial time, and then he brings it up about every third. Please go away. Yep, with. I might be able to get away with it. No. Shit. Alright. The crystals surrounding Dante go away whenever he flinches, which does include getting knocked back fingers in this little burst thing. But it means that you can just kind of use Cavalier, which is kind of why I use it between Cavalier's many hits and the crystals. That absolutely shreds. Alright. I forgot to grab a tissue box. I should have done that. Oh well. Alrighty. Well, since I'm not gonna stop, but I am gonna take a break and go refill my coffee, since I'm gonna keep going. So I'll probably be gone for 5 or so minutes. I'll get... Actually, if this is the cutscene I think it is, yeah, okay, I'll let this play. Be back in a bit.
Well, looks like no one's worse for wear. I'm just gonna double check.
Hey, where'd that garbage god go? What is Urizen after?
He's at the top of the Glyphod.
It's the other way around, Dante. This is the lowest level of the Glyphod's upper echelon. Human blood is the source of demons' power. The fruit born through the Glyphod is even more dense than the blood that created it. Its power is unparalleled. Even the almighty Mundus used it to become king of the underworld. Avid told me everything.
Yeah, well, that's a lovely story and all, but as long as we know where to find him.
Whoa, you are the infamous Dante. I'm Nicoletta Goldstein. Sound familiar? My grandmother is Nell Goldstein, the gunsmith that made all your fancy weapons that you got strapped back there. Yeah, there she is.
You don't much look like her.
Yeah, I got my looks from my daddy. That's about all I got from him. But based on his research, I managed to cobble this. Consider it a gift in honor of us finally meeting. Meeting.
I'll take that.
Dante, I'm gonna go too.
Why don't you sit this one out?
Oh, let you call me dead weight again? No thanks. I've got all the power I need. Right here.
You don't understand. It's not what I mean.
Let him go, Dante. Time is a luxury that we can no longer afford. We must chase after him post-haste.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to see this through.
Well, that's all you had to say, Mr. Poetry. I'm gonna go my way, and you guys can go yours. Let's just say that's the best for the cause. High road's out. I'll take the low road. Go down and go up. Good. Get to go wide.
This presence. The devil's down even deeper.
I forgot to unmute myself. I just realized that. I'm a stupid idiot. I don't remember what I talked about in that mission. I think I said, like, the Thicc introduction. It's fucking weird. It just feels like they shoved it in because they couldn't think of anywhere else to put it. And then, yeah, I forgot what else I was talking about. We only have good commentary on this channel. We either have loosely scripted commentary, like in Super Thracia, or just top quality introvert. I hate talking.
A little longer.
I don't hate talking. I like talking a lot. It's
Hold
just
on, just a little longer.
feels weird. Anyway, now since I'm not muted, can't fucking believe I forgot to unmute myself. I could have sworn I did that as soon as I got back.
You might want to take a break.
Alright, anyway, last V mission. Let's just fight Goliath, the Artemis Cavalier again, except slightly less durable this time. That's it.
Where am I?
Just gonna do this the same order I always do, which is Artemis first, get Griffin back, Goliath second with Shadow, and then grab Nightmare for Cavalier. And that's it. V's done. No more V.
So, this is where they are.
Bitch. You know, you were supposed to be doing double check there, not whatever it was you did. I think it was blockade? You know, I'm not sure. I thought that hit me. You know what? Let's see input. Is this? Yes, this. Just be swole. God, the turbo, like the 250% turbos making that input even harder. I believe, no, actually, I don't remember if that mode makes the pets invulnerable to, like, proper having Nightmare out does. But I don't got Nightmare, so that's what we're sticking with. I don't think it does. Might give them some DR, but I don't think that makes them entirely vulnerable. Please die so I can move on. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Bitch. Woo. Jumping iframes. There we go. Nope, nope, not quite. That bit rate's a bit scuffed, because I don't know if it's just the preview is a bit low res or if the bit rate is scuffed. If it is, it should be upped, but it could just be that my setup isn't great enough, which I'd buy. I'm not hooked up to Ethernet, which I should be, but it's just not possible with my setup. Yeah, Shadow. Alright. I feel like Goliath here is actually the hardest of these fights with V, because if he starts going after V with his lunge attack, it's pretty easy to just get fucked. Give me my cat back. I'm not even a cat person, but I like having this cat around. Much more fond of dogs, though. I don't dislike cats, I'm just allergic to them. He's trying. I don't know why I said he's trying. He succeeded at killing Shadow. I was about to say, where are you aiming? Fucking Griffin. He's gonna hit. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna hit Griffin something, and then that's that. Okay. I definitely mentioned this in Permadeath, but that was like a month and a half ago, and I don't know if the people who are here watched that, but that fight does have a unique finisher if you have Nightmare active, and it's pretty interesting. Well, I don't know about interesting, but it's a nice finisher in that V basically hops on top of Nightmare as he shoulder checks Goliath and rides Nightmare's fist. Cavalier has been the hardest fight so far, and I don't see that continuing in this form of the fight. Son of a bitch. And he's already done. That was maybe 20 seconds. Okay. And we're gone. That's just like that. V is no more. We're done with him. Gonna skate on out of the level, and then that'll be up. That's the last Nero mission, technically. Then we've got Dante Fest for the rest of the game. I am legitimately surprised I haven't died yet. It does make me kind of wish I had not been a coward and switched it off of DMD, but oh well. This really is more of a help for the hell of a playthrough. Just to see how terribly 250% plays, more so than trying to make it a legitimate challenge in any capacity. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back to this on DMD later. I'm sure that'll be a fucking train wreck, especially the last 5 missions, because those are bosses I struggle with even at normal speed. Well, normal speed in quotes, 120% turbo. But, you know, we'll see. Well, we won't see. Well, we will see if I decide to do that. If I decide to do that, it won't be for like 2 months, because I don't think I'll be streaming again until after August 12th, after this. At which point, I think I'll be doing the Tekken 7 story mode. Which, I've never played Tekken before. At least not in conscious memory. I might have played it in an arcade when I was like 2. Not 2, but like 7 maybe. Which even then I don't remember. So that would be both a learning experience and learning that I'm bad at Tekken, which I'm sure I am. I'm terrible at less complicated fighting games. There's not a chance in hell I'd be good at Tekken to start with. But, yeah, I'll play through it. After all, Heihachi is truly the optimal parent. It's the kind of parent I aspire to be. If you don't throw your kid off a cliff and expect them to come crawling back up, what are you doing? Being a good parent is what you're doing, but... Job. Shit. Jesus Christ, enemies feel so frail in Son of Sparda compared to DMD.
Riding high. Let's get airborne. Riding high. Let's get airborne.
Alright. I was about to say, like the Gilgamesh fight, platforming is a bit wonky as Nero because of how fast you fall. Normally I get through these rooms with no issue, instead I fell into them. That's some riots, it's fun now. Nice whiff! Every time I've gone for showdown, it's either whiffed, sometimes... There's a whiff earlier, which totally should have connected. It's either whiffed, or I've just gotten interrupted. That's the reason showdown is probably my least favorite of the, end quote, ultimate moves. Still love it. Actually, no, I like it more than Judgment, even though it is way less practical. Who's still down here? Fuck. He was just scampering into the wall. You know, sometimes this game's AI just doesn't cut it. Most of the time it does, but this game doesn't need complicated AI, really, considering it's just enter room, fight enemy. That's it. Okay, I think Showdown just doesn't connect on this speed. Because that one totally should have hit too. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, that's what that is. Well, unsurprisingly, this game isn't made to run at 250% speed, but I am surprised that Showdown just doesn't seem to connect. I'm gonna try it again on the Scudo down here. I wonder if it's like a hitbox issue or what. Yeah, that one didn't connect either. Let's try it on you guys. Yeah! Okay, actually, Scudos might have been a bad thing. I don't remember if it keeps going after you break their shield anyway. Because I feel like it actually doesn't work. I feel like that's normal. That if it breaks their shield, it doesn't keep going, but who knows? These guys are going to turn around, so I can't try from behind. Shit. Oh, so the AI in this section is so weird. It's on purpose, I know, but it's just so weird that they just kind of stand there until you attack them. Even if you beat up one of their comrades right in front of them, they just kind of stand there. Drop kick. Nice whiff. Yeah? Okay, it's until he does like the proper parry. I assume it's if you either actually do damage or if you hit their shield enough that they do the parry.
What'd you say?
Screw that, bud. Alright. Son of Sparda, I'm not at that huge risk of dying to moves like that. 2 behemoths. Alright. Yeah, okay, Showdown totally just doesn't connect. It doesn't connect. Figured I'd try it there since the behemoth had a big spawning animation, but it just doesn't. Well, that's fucked up, but it's not the end of the world. Especially since this is the last Nero mission, it would be practical in the slightest. Mission 20, you can land Showdown. You can actually land Showdown pretty easily, but I'm not going to go for it at this speed. We're good. Come on. Keep it going. Nothing less sake, yeah. I never use Rawhide. Rawhide is a double breaker that I just don't use. I used to use it for Furies, and it is an option for Furies, sure. It's not super consistent. I'd rather just use Shuffle most of the time. Either that or fucking kill him first. Even then, Nero... Fury's weird, because Furies really only have the 3 attacks. And it's just a matter of how delayed they are before they strike. The one where they charge right at you, I can parry easily with any given character. It's the ones where they're delayed that I just can't do for the life of me, and that's when I start to use Shuffle at normal speed. I'm getting my ass kicked in this room. Shit. Come on, Judeka. great if you can Buster Ejecta, but they're a bit tough to do because they teleport away when they're on the ground most of the time. So your best bet's knocking them in the air, which intercepting things that are in the air is not the strong suit of this speed. It's like a plane. You know, actually, no, DMC4 and Turbo isn't that bad. DMC4's gravity is much heavier than this game's, but it's still not quite that fast. I'm gonna want to actually set up my double breakers for this. Going into Malphus injured isn't optimal. So I'll probably take one Sweet Surrender, but it's gonna be... I'm gonna force myself to permadeath rolls where I don't get to grab some and then restock. Well, Ragtime, Overture, Buster Arm. Then probably a Gerbera, and then the Ragtime Overture Buster Arm combo again. I don't necessarily think I'll be able to land that combo at this speed, but it's my kind of go-to way to handle Malphus is that once she's stunned, Ragtime, charge up Overture while wailing on her, and then Buster Arm. Then it'll just do a ton of damage. You can get multiple Overtures in if you want to, but not really. So I don't know if it's really worth it.
Anything with a game over.
There we go. That's kind of what I mean. Not necessarily as well as I'd like to do it, but that's basically the principle of what I was talking about. She's gonna do this now. So break that. Just charge up Ragtime. Normally I'd showdown here, but I don't have DT, and even if I did, it wouldn't connect.
Don't want to give up the ghost, do you?
And just end it that easily. My never dying to Malphus streak continues. Got like no stylish points for that though. That's fucking not even 5,000. I feel dirty with how not great these stylish ranks have been, but there's not much to be done about it at this speed. Anyway, last 5 missions, huh? A little over 2 hours. This will be a shorter stream than the Vergil mode one, I'm sure. Because Vergil mode was like, what, 3.5? Something like that. And it started later, so I was up until midnight. Okay. Mission 16, huh?
Alright.
Mission 16's honestly kind of rough. This mission's a unique case on DMD in that it's like the only mission where you still find white orbs lying around and some green orbs. Which is just kind of weird. Like, I suppose the point is to kind of let you use Sin DT a lot. Fucking dumbass. Just charging it too much. But no, the point is to let you use Sin DT a lot, but it really ends up making the meat of the mission honestly pretty easy. For how late it is. King Cerberus is still a rough boss, but the meat of the mission, you have a lot more DT than you usually do in this game. At least on DMD. Alright, let's run that again without accidentally going into Sin. Like a fucking idiot. It's just this fucking Sin bar. It goes up too quickly. That's the second time I've accidentally gone into it, isn't it? Quadruple S isn't really an option, since I'm not getting the triple S very much. So Sin DT really is its like original thing of an ultimate form here instead of quadruple S is comically overpowered, constantly going into it for fucking Sin Inferno or whatever. I don't even know what I did to Thicc to kill it that quickly. I don't think I hit it with the real impact. Ish. Okay. Well, I did get to triple S just at the end of the fight, so I wouldn't say it mattered. Should be more white orbs here if I... Yeah, there we go. There's a green orb, too. I guess, yeah, I'm still in Son of Sparda. That's not that fucking surprising. I don't know if there's any more in that room to begin with. Ah, good overall impact. You'll love to see it. Even if it feels a bit off at this speed, still satisfying to land, just not quite as much. But I'd say it's a bit harder to land here. Though with how easy it is to stun most enemies in this game, it's still not that hard to land. Like, you can't distort in this game, but I'd still argue that real impact is at its best in this game, just because you can use it pretty handily against most enemies. I'll use Sin in this room. Ah! No, I won't. This would be a decent candidate for it, but I'm not gonna save it for the Fury room. DT this time, bitch. Behemoth fucking killed the Queen of Pusa for me, I'm pretty sure. Shit. I just didn't have time to react to that. I mean, I should have moved away already because I could see that it was getting up, but I just didn't react. I can wait. That fight could have gone better, but it sure as hell could have gone worse, so I'm not gonna argue with it. Anyway, more DT. For free. This is what I mean, this fucking mission showers you with white orbs. Yeah, honestly, I could assume, I mean, Vergil's gonna kick my ass. If, depending on how long these last bosses take, this is the last, like, full mission of the game. We could finish this in the next half hour. I don't think I will, just because I think either Vergil or Urizen or Nightmare or all of the above are gonna kick my ass enough that it's gonna take longer. But if they didn't, we'd be in the last half hour, easily. Where'd you go? Come here, bitch. That's what I mean. Sometimes, like, Judekas just get to be annoying and they teleport away that much. Not terrible, but they're just a little bit annoying sometimes. Which is pretty much the worst I can say about enemy types in this game, so it's an improvement from 3 and 4. Anyway, I'm not dealing with 3 Death Scissors and Fury at this speed, so absolute waste, considering I won't have that for, what's his face? King Cerberus. Bitch. Alright. How much health am I at? Ah, 3/4. I'll take that. And there's gonna be some orbs going down, so actually, unless I fuck this up because of the speed, I might.
Oh well.
Can't heal a bit. Alright, I should be fine. And there's green orb over here. Alright, we're good. That's about as good as I can hope for going into this fight. I mean, full Sin, I guess, would be nice, but I'm not that concerned about it. King Cerberus is Light Cavalier, and that is actually a fight I can normally Royal Guard pretty consistently. I'm not gonna fuck with his other attacks, but that was telegraphed enough that I figured I'd go for it.
You're a bit tougher than the rest of your breed.
Go away, go away. Oh.
This fight's a little Oh, that's nice. Things are getting a little toasty.
Fire, yep. And I don't trust myself to... I can't Royal Guard that normally. I don't trust myself to do it at this speed, so I'm just running away when he does a form shift. Bitch. No, believe it or not, I might die to this boss. Which, of all bosses to have be my first death, yeah, King Cerberus tracks. Considering I think that was actually the case when I played through Son of Sparda the first time. was either this guy or Absol yours, and that was my first step. I think it was this guy. I used to actually have a doc that kept track of it, but I probably deleted it since it's been fucking 6 months. God, it's holding down like a third. Jesus. This ain't going great. Yeah, a lot of like his lunges here come out so quickly that I don't want to contest him at all. It's rough at this speed. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Like I said, I'm not gonna use Faust Cheese. I'm not gonna use Red Hot Night. Like, end of story. I might on mission 17 years in, but that is the only fight I would even consider it. Yep, there we go. First death. God, didn't even get him to half. I got him to about half, so. Okay. We have hit the point where things are going to get rough. I'm going to take a sip for my coffee. And, of course, it was a bad sip. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dying to Serby tracks. Alright. Run it back. I'm not, okay, I'm not gonna, like I said, mission 17 euros in, maybe Nightmare. I'm not gonna use Red Hot Night here. I'm just gonna keep throwing myself at it.
You're a bit tougher than the rest of your breed.
I shouldn't be trying to forward guard that much. I need to be taking advantage of the phase shifts more, trying to get some damage in.
This fight's a real shocker. You holding up okay there, pup?
God damn it. Oh! That was bad. Cascade doesn't do a lot, but it is nice damage. It is. I didn't even have time to react to that. That's nice damage to get in. Yeah. And we're getting to the point where we're not having time to react is really becoming an issue. I switched to fire. He might lunge at me before I can recover from Cascade. Nope, we're good. Shit. That's why I said, man, I shouldn't be going for Railguard, but I'm a fucking idiot who does anyway. Oh, guard break. Nope. Okay, I'm leaving. My dogs appear to be having conflict, and I'm gonna hope that's not because there's technically another dog on screen. No, it's too late. I can't really.
Oh, darn it, Tail. Come here, I've got a bone for you.
I don't know if I've ever heard that line before. I actually don't think I have. Okay, bye. I hate that I have to play like a coward here, but it's just not going to work out if I play as aggressively as I normally do. I don't have the time to react. I just can't make it work.
You haven't shot out any puppies, have you?
Shit. Nope, need to move. That Rainstorm move, if you go in with Cavalier, is a terrible idea. I can try to take advantage of Royal Revenge, but since I have some gauge, come here, bitch. That's not gonna deal enough damage for it to be worth it, I feel. Especially if I keep getting fucked. God, I hate playing like this, but it really is my best option. dodge. Fire phase is definitely the one I'm most concerned about because I need to damage him to get him out of it, but he also does the lunges, which I just can't react to. So my best bet is to just be preemptive with trickster dodging, I think. Woo! Yeah, I hate that I'm playing like this, but I really don't feel like I have a better option for this. I mean, I could try that, but I don't know if it's worth it. No, it isn't. Bitch. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Shit stuff. Alright, let's go. I mean, Dante gets the hardest bosses, so I'm not in the slightest bit surprised that Dante's bosses are the ones that are actually giving me issue. But man, this son of a bitch.
This fight's a real shocker. You holding up okay there, pup?
Decent start, but it could be better.
Oh, that's nuts.
I thought I switched to sword.
I've seen these moves before.
Get out, dodge.
Shout out to the puppets, have ya?
Like I said, fire phase is the concern.
Go off, hothead.
Thunder and ice have some moves that could fuck me, but fire is the main concern. Like that. I thought I was high enough. Bitch. And I disagree with that, but whatever. And the ice breath move is definitely the concern on that phase, because it stuns me as well as coming out remarkably fast and having a wide range. Bitch. Trying to get a little bit more aggressive, but we're seeing how that worked out. It's also an issue that I haven't gotten him stunned at all, which usually happens by now.
Oh, turning tail? Come here, I've got a bone for you. Here, boy.
Disagree. I should have dodged it that time. That dodge. Pretty much have one hit range. It's decent damage, But I'm too low of health, I can't play aggressively. Dude, get stunned. That'd be great. Get stunned or go to safer phase. There we go. Like I said, Cascade doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it is a decent option to get some in. Nope, out of dodge. Before I get fucked by that again. What? I am unhappy with that. Fuck. This is why I have the game over animation skip mod, by the way. Okay. I'm wondering if there's something I should try opening with. I wonder if I have enough time to get off a cascade to start with. I could try, but I don't think I will, because he'll lunge at me pretty much immediately. Just opening with the royal guard's a good thing. I usually do this fight by using like Cavalier air combo, but because of the speed, it's really difficult to get that off as much as I want to. And it ends up putting me in a lot more danger than I would like to be.
You holding up okay there, pup?
Hard disagree.
Oh, that's nice. You're getting a little toasty.
Okay.
Will be your end. Nothing else.
Interesting that his swipe is actually hitting Royal Guard twice from the looks of it. This fight, this was a terrible run, by the way. Yeah, this is a terrible run.
Oh, darn it, tail. Come here, I've got a bone for you. Here, boy.
Yep. I went for Cascade too late. No, that was a terrible run. It wasn't going to work out anyway. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to use Red Hot Knight on this fight. I could. I could try at least, actually. I don't think I could get away with it most of the time anyway. I think the only time I could reasonably get away with that would be in DT during the attack where he sends out like electrical walls. That's it. Even then, I have standards. So.
You're a bit tougher than the rest of the breed.
Gonna try and approach this a bit differently. I try and use just Rebellion most of the time, or DSD, I guess technically.
Holding up okay there, pup?
Fact is, just the sword doesn't do that much damage for Dante. Red Queen does more. And Yamato actually, I think it's a bit fucked. But the fact is, it's more reliable than Cavalier's being. Balrog. I mean, Balrog has decent air options. Cerberus doesn't. It's not the most damaging method, but it does seem to be working out pretty decently.
Oh, darn it, tail. Come here, I've got a bone for you. Here, boy. Seen these moves before.
I'm at full health, which is fucking worse. As long as I don't choke it, this might actually be the run. Approaching it like a basic bitch, using only the sword seems to be it. going much better. I don't like it, but it's working. Tried to be cute. That was a DT, so that definitely was acceptable. Now dodge. Come on. Yeah, I mean, just using the sword is working. I just don't care much for it. And ironically, the sword's probably my least favorite weapon of the four in this game, just because it feels so basic to me. I still like to use it, just I don't like using it against bosses, really. I like to use Cavalier much more. I thought we might be finally getting a stun. Alright, thanks. I can't be attacking it from behind, it does no damage. Oh, hey, there it is. There we go. All it took was playing like a bitch. Well, less of a bitch than I was the earlier attempts where I was just using guns, but it just took really using only the sword, which I'm not keen on boards. Fuck me, not even 4,000 salvage points. Like I said, I think I got the triple continue penalty, didn't I? Yeah. Mild agony. Ah, Christ. Right. Got through that just to remember that this is up next. Alright, time for pain. Hey, Yuri.
Do this, Vergil.
So this is Son of Sparda, so this fight should go much better. It's bolting a DB when this fight starts to fall apart for me.
This is true power. The power I've sought for so long.
I've been chasing this for eternity. It's nothing. Useless.
Yep, yeah, I got cocky. What even hit me there? Was it a summon sword? So I'm actually not sure. Getting close to phase 3 here, which is by far the roughest phase, but it's good rush to reach. Shit. Okay, it's weird that sometimes DT doesn't activate. There's been many instances where I've pressed my DT button and it doesn't activate regardless. Anyway, we should be getting the third phase here in like 2 hits. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I was spamming L2 that like entire time and it just wasn't activating.
What's wrong, Vergil? No time.
Yeah, I'm gonna die just because this phase is rough for me. No, this is... He's not... Douse.
You've never lost anything.
Not about us.
Yep. God. Oh, the speed. And we've also hit the point where I am happy I didn't play on DMD.
You ready to do this, Vergil? All is here.
Just get a little chip in. Level 2 is the big thing for Red Hot Knight, but... Okay. Alright, well, this is a terrible run again.
This is true power.
That was decent.
For so long.
You've been chasing this for eternity. And it's nothing but useless shit!
Summon swords are definitely the issue, because they could juggle me and they actually come out really fast here.
What's wrong, Vergil? This is no time.
Okay. I'm in decent shape, I'll fix it later.
How you so
Tight.
you never lost anything.
Not about loss. Strength is a choice. Fighting like hell to protect what's important.
Now the lasers move fast enough that I'm rough at dodging them. I thought I dodged that. Okay. Wonder if long barrel is going to be my best decision here, honestly. Not if I get hit by that. I like this!
They're brothers?
I did not expect that
Why
to
are
work
they
out.
fighting each other?
To see one's justice through, a man must fight for it.
I'm gonna let this cutscene
Even
play
if
out,
the
just
one
because I need
who
a breather
stands
after these two
before him is
fights.
his kin.
That's ridiculous.
The brothers of blood disagree on the very reason of their existence. They must fight.
Dante!
You're late. Just finishing up.
Is that really your brother?
I'm afraid so.
So he was behind all this. Your own flesh and blood.
Right again.
In the last throes of defeat, I see.
V, get back. Things are about to get really messy.
No. Please. Let me. I want to end this battle with my own hands. Do not struggle. For if you can't even defeat me, then you've already lost.
I will not lose. Not to Dante. I need power. More power.
I know. We are one and the same, you and I. But you've lost me, and I've lost you. Yet we are connected by that one feeling. While thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join.
What is this? Vergil.
I'm so used to this cutscene having Bury the Light in the background instead. Just because of like other videos. Anyway. Alright. That was like a 2-minute break. Alright, well, we're gonna go from one nightmare of a boss to literally a nightmare as a boss. That wasn't intentional. Wasn't intentional until the second half of the sentence. And then it's just the big V. Then I get to go to sleep. But who knows how long this last boss is gonna take. Mission 20 shouldn't be that hard, just because Mission 20 is an easier version of the fight to begin with. And I'm better as Nero. Mission 19, though. That might be a time.
I'm just getting started.
Alright. Thanks for the easy fight, Griffin.
Can't wait for the rematch.
Yeah, I mean, because of the going into welter mode after every hit of a jab in Balrog, it's definitely just a better idea to use heat up. At least when I'm trying to do it against like a boss or something. General mobbing, it doesn't really matter as usual, but yeah.
Whoops. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Why not?
It's the most trouble Thicc has given me the whole playthrough just because he keeps fucking teleporting. Alright. Alright, now to the Shadow. Shadow's probably the more dangerous of the two. Bitch.
Mine now. Why not?
I mean, a lot of these later fights I'm not going to be commentating over just because they are much harder than early game fights. This game has a good difficulty curve. Generally. This mission is, I guess, technically a bit of a real mission, but I don't consider it a full proper mission, like Missions 16. Just because this one really is just like a few minor skirmishes between fights with the familiars. Get away! I totally thought I got hit by that. Jesus. Get some of the moves in that I have not used in the at all the whole playthrough. Alright, oh. Is he gone? Oh, there he is. God damn it. This Thicc has a tendency to glitch out, and I'm wondering if we'll get that to happen this time. Like, this Thicc has a remarkably frequent tendency to just kind of bail. Well, that's not quite what I meant, but I'll take it. It usually just like, it has a tendency to just fucking fly off. And it's really funny when it happens, but it does fuck me out of some DT and shit. Oh yeah, right, this fight. Fuck. That hurts.
Not a bad line.
Yeah, this is the fight I'm concerned about, because this fight has a tendency to put me in terrible shape before the nightmare fight, which is even harder, so... Yeah. Jesus. Shredded. That's what that is. I don't want to use easy mode. Okay, checkpoints back here.
Nah, didn't think so.
I'm trusting that only the one spawned. The caveat of the nightmare fight is that it's like the only boss fight that there's healing during on every difficulty. Gilgamesh and at the very least Goliath actually can have green orbs lying around the battlefield on lower difficulties. DMD not fucking at all though. But there's a mechanic in the nightmare fight that allows you to heal up fully like 3 times during it, which is appreciated considering it is a brutal fight. Oh yeah, no, this is comically fast, ain't it? Assuming you just came in, you should have seen the fucking... You're kidding me. King Cerberus fight, because it was a mess. Okay, those up. So Thicc just... There he is. I can wait. I can wait for you to come up here, dude. Unless you're gonna do the fucking thing where you like implode me. That would actually be not appreciated. Shit. Alright. Let's... Actually, I try heating up before going in. let's see. If I can heat up before going in, that might actually be a little bit helpful. Okay, well, I don't think that was the best real impact I could have gotten, but I will take it. Alright, I usually like to focus Griffin here, though. Nightmare's probably the more dangerous one. Not Nightmare, Shadow. Yeah, like that! Shit. Yeah, it's a good idea to get out of dodge then, huh? Okay, that's Griffin gone. God damn it. Should know better than to contest that. There we go. Not the best state to be going into the Nightmare fight, and not the best is an understatement. This is terrible. I'm gonna get my shit kicked in pretty much immediately.
They know they don't stand a chance.
I'm gonna
Trying to atone for something?
my best bet's gonna be to try to get one of the heals immediately, but it's not necessarily reliable.
Not the worst place to die.
Jesus. Yeah, do that. Just focus on Griffin first. Nope. Nope. Nightmare's coming back. What if that... No, it's not... No, he's not going to go for a heal. It's too early. He's not going to go for heal on either of the others either. Where'd you go, Griffin? Ah, there we go. Alright, much better shape, though I can't get careless. We've seen how quickly this fight can shred. Or these two can shred is more accurate. Yeah, like, that's a bit rough. Still... Yeah, Griffin's almost taken care of. Okay, Griffin's gone for the time being. Nope. I was not paying attention. Alright, get 2 more heals. Ah, bastard. Okay, that heal's almost up though, so I can get this though. I'm in rough shape otherwise. I don't want to be using 2 heals this early, but it's not much of a choice. Damn it. Come on, Griffin, you're almost dead. There we go. Is he gonna heal again? Yeah, I'm gonna get behind him because I don't want to get that heal yet. Domination is the most effective way to get the heals. It's just I don't really want that second one yet. Jesus. Oh wait, I have full sin. I hadn't put any energy into sin this mission, so I didn't expect to have it already. Judgment. Shit. Okay, yeah, Nightmare's healing. That happens. Oh, I interrupted him. I don't know if I've done that before. Hey, Shadow, you want to leave me alone for a hot second? Actually, if I handle it right, I might be able to finagle this. Okay, it depends on how much I can deal to Nightmare before he heals. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so beneficial. No, I want it! Fuck. Okay, heal. Not like this, dude. I am terrified. I'm gonna be completely honest. Terror is the only way to describe my current state of being. Yeah, Nightmare's gonna heal, but honestly, that's fine right now. Fuck. Alright. Shit. That's the reason I said this fight's hard as balls. I expected to die much faster.
They know they don't stand a chance. Are they
No
trying
point
to
in heating up beforehand. Okay. Run it again.
Bring it on! This is great!
Not the worst place to die.
Guess I'm going to lose it. Fuck, this is a terrible run. Because I do need the heals, but it does take a little bit of effort to get them. That's a terrible run. Unless I can force him to get me one of these heals, I'm pretty much fucked. Woo! I'm just... Jesus. So much goes on in this fight, dude. Yeah, keep hitting that Nightmare, please. Woo! There we go. Sin's almost up. Like, the thing about Sin last time is that I didn't get to use Judgment from it, which would have been preferred. And I'm already almost down again. God damn it. Alright, well, that's not preferred. Although, actually, I'm gonna lose these two. Since Nightmare's in the spawning section, I'll be safe for a little bit to deal as much as I can to these two, which will force Nightmare to drain a little bit to heal. Ow. Jesus. I mean, this speed, this is already a chaotic boss fight, but this speed makes it almost impossible to keep up with. No. I'm not so far gone as to wanting to use Red Hot Knight. Shit. Fuck. I was trying to get Domination to hit the pillar to get the last heal, but I tricked it too far. Alright. Yeah. I don't know if that first run was just lucky or that run was just bad. Right. I think if I die like 5 times as part of the Thresh World, I'll just start using Red Hot Knight. I feel dirty using Faust.
I'll kill you, Dante!
Please hit this Nightmare. There we go. Alright, that's that. Give it barracks real quick, dude. Bastard. Alright, what? Now they're all three here. Might as well. I'll kill Griffin and with Shadow Nightmare down quite a bit. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, okay. I'll take that with pleasure. Nightmare's gonna bring me back. I think he's gonna heal himself, probably. Oh shit. Alright. 3 attempts. I'll take that. I actually expected to have more trouble with that fight than I did. Not to say it went well, but I expected it to go worse. Ah, yes. Oh, infinite stylish points. That's the first C I've gotten outside of Hell on Hell. I feel gross. I said that mission's hard to get a good stylish rank to begin with, and with this speed, it's hard to play well, so... Alright. The big man himself, huh? I'm gonna let this cutscene play. It's a good scene.
Hey, Vergil! Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it. But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids. Time to finish this, Vergil. Once and for all.
Considering I died in this fight on Devil Hunter getting the thumbnail, this is gonna go terribly. Is my right trigger being fucky? God, you have very small windows to get in at this speed. Like, normally you'd get in after Rapid Slash, but it's hard to have that time. Feels weird that I'm still able to get what I would consider my bread and butter combo for this fight off at this speed. That's a good start.
It's just about time to say.
Alright, DT. I'm just not going to contest him at DT. It's too risky, especially at this speed. Well, at this speed, I guess I shouldn't say especially. Jesus. God, that's fast. Woo. Alright. Jesus, fuck. Oh, God. It's gonna be extremely difficult to get a good opening at this speed. Normally I would trickster in and get him after the judgment cut chain. Like that, I guess. Not as hard as I would as advertised. Yeah, things are falling apart. I need healing, I'm just gonna do this for a bit. Hey man, considering how difficult it is to keep up with him at this speed, I'm fine with just spamming Trickster here. Oh! Bitch! Ah, shit. Okay, well, it's fortunate that I got hit by a summon sword there, rather than actually getting hit by a real attack. And another flyby. Didn't exit DT immediately, huh? Ah. Oh. Thanks for round trips. Bitch! God, the doppelganger face is terrifying. I'm scared. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Okay, doppelganger's gone. Thank you, round trips. Nope. Okay, high time didn't take him. I didn't trickster. Fuck. That's probably it. It's because I didn't trickster in. If I can get Sin, I can probably end this. But I need to get Sin first. Which is a problem. I can get high enough during Sin, I can just lose him. Because he can't judgment cut this high. Shit! High time, why do you not want to work with me? I need to know. Woo! Not like this, come on. So close, let me have this. Doppel, please die. Round trips, do your job. Jesus, fuck, there's so much going on at this speed. Oh! Round trips did its job a bit too well, I think. Okay. Fuck me.
Yeah, dumbass.
Alright, then mission 20 will be rough, but it should go better. It does. God. What am I gonna want for devil arms, devil breakers? I'm gonna want a buster arm, that's for sure. Ragtime's not a bad pick for this fight, but... Well, normally it isn't.
This has nothing to do with me. Stand down. Do with me? That's everything to do with me! You're right now. Cut you down. Fuck you!
Didn't mean to do that.
Let's get out.
Seeing that at 2.5 times speed is fucking weird.
Fucking asshole. Stop where you are. Out of the way! Hang on, numbers won't do you any good. Right
I should have breakaged. Well, I don't know if I would have had time. Oh. Can't say I didn't try to go for the buster. There we go. Alright. That should be it. Oh, man. This game so is not made for 2.5 times speed. I mean, no game is. But man, like a lot of tells just aren't there at this speed, so there's a lot of attacks that just kind of happen and you don't have time to react. That's probably why King Cerberus ended up being the boss I died most to. Actually.
before it's too late.
Huh. Well, yeah, the game was still good. I'm never doing this again. Fuck playing this on DMD.
He's right.
Yeah,
We need to close that
happening.
portal. Hey, you lost it. You better do what he says.
I can still
I really
fight.
expected those last 3 fights, missions 18 and 19
Those
specifically,
roots
to go a
continue
lot
to
worse
spread
than they
through
did.
town.
Mission 20 I kind of
They
expected
don't
to do
just
one
interfere
attempt
with
just
our
because mission 20's
business.
not hard, but
No,
I really expected to die in 19, so that round trip's fucking killing him while I was running away is
We still got a score to settle.
perhaps the most anticlimactic that fight can get.
Where are you going?
But
We need to sever the Clifod
Shit,
roots
I
from the
won't.
underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come
Jesus.
back. Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep
I
an
need
eye
to
on
make
your
this
old
channel
man.
something other than me subjecting myself to stupid challenges. Like first Super
can't just
Thracia
expect me to
overview, and
stay
now
here
this
while you
is
both
nowhere
just
near
like
as bad as
cuz you're
Super
here, we can
Thracia, but
go.
same kind of vein for me.
We're trusting you with things on this side. Capiche?
Make haste, Dante.
Yeah. I know. Hey! Wait! Take care, Nero. Adios.
I won't lose next time. Hold on to that until then.
I'm just letting these cutscenes play just to kind of sit here and relax for a bit, but stream's basically over if you want to head out. Like I said, I won't be back. I leave town on August 5th, so I might do something again before then. I might try streaming on Twitch, but I don't have the internet capability to stream both because I'm not hooked up with Ethernet. So I don't know if I'll do that or not, or if I'll stick here just because there is a very small yet still existent viewer base here. Then, like I said, after I get back on the 12th, I'll probably do the Tekken 7 campaign, and then I'll leave again on August 18th, and I'll be gone pretty much until early September. So, not going to be a whole lot happening during August.
Hey, I'm still in freaking shock.
About what?
Duh.
I said I could try to squeeze in
Arm?
Tekken
Who
7
the hell grows an arm back? It's
before I
just
leave
weird.
and then do like Nero
It's like
Permadeath round 2 or something,
lizard
but I
tail
think
or
I'll wait for
something?
Tekken.
Look, I don't know, it just grew. I mean, are you kidding me? Lots of weird stuff happened. There were demons and scary plant roots and arms growing back. Lots of stuff.
Do you know how much love and care I put in that devil breaker?
Nope. This arm, it's nice.
So, how's it feel?
How's what feel?
Saving the man who killed your own father. Heard Dante killed Vergil once.
It doesn't matter. They're both gone now anyway.
It's okay to cry. If you want, Nero, over a loss.
Not cry.
It doesn't make you a crybaby. Does make you a little bitch, though.
There it is. You think I'm a demon?
I didn't cry when my asshole daddy died.
No one cried when Agnes
But-
died. Feel bad for,
Yeah,
for
I know.
anyone who just showed up because the stream is basically over. I'm
I
just
wouldn't be here without him. That's a
kind of sitting
biological
around letting
fact.
these. I like these last few cutscenes a lot, which is why I want to hit myself for talking over them. But
Right.
I'm gonna shut up now because these cutscenes are
All
good.
I'm saying is, tough guy. It's okay to cry if you want.
I'm
Devils
not
cry.
crying.
Devils cry.
I'm not gonna
Kittens
cry.
cry.
Will you
Meow.
shut up? Will you
Puppies
stop
cry.
it? Look at you. You're nobody.
Why don't you
Nobody's
cry on my
crying, all right?
shoulder?
Stop
Come
saying
on, cry on
cry.
my shoulder. I know you
You
wanna.
say cry again. Devil may cry. Fuck.
You said it.
Hey, Kitty. Yeah, I'm coming home. Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge surprise.
You shut up! No, Kitty, not you. Nico, you know, and her big mouth. What the hell's your problem? Where'd you learn to drive? Hey, sorry, I gotta call you later. It's time to get back to work.
Oh, so actually, how are the credits gonna work at this speed? That didn't occur to me. Are they gonna end early or are they gonna go long? I guess it depends on how the timer is handled. I think the Bloody Palace timer is affected by Turbo, so
It's a
presumably the
prototype,
credits here are
and
going to be
this is the
affected by it too.
perfect place to test it out. Look, you're gonna use it, and it's
It's a work of art, I gotcha.
and it ain't complete without you.
Right.
Well, how sweet.
I'm absolutely not going to hit the kill quota for this. Just saying that now. I'm already inconsistent at doing it, and I think Turbo is going to affect the speed at which it ends. But I'm definitely not going to hit the kill quota here. Probably in
You'll
neither
get
part.
fixed as soon as we get back.
So, Devil's Cry, huh? Let's hear what that sounds like!
God, Devil Trigger is such a good song. I don't know if I've said this story, but back in 2018, I think it was. Yeah, it would have been 2018 because this wasn't out yet. It was the Game Awards following this game's announcement. They performed Devil Trigger live, and I had no interest in this game yet. I hadn't played a DMC game. I didn't really have much of an interest with them yet. But at this Game Awards, they played Devil Trigger live, and I fucking hated it like a stupid idiot. Of course, now it's up there for favorite songs, but 2018 me was a stupid, no, sophomore? I don't remember. Fucking B combo? B combo just looks like it does in DMC4. When you get in going on it at this speed, it just looks like it does in DMC4. Okay, yeah, it is affected. This Dujeka is the threshold for the kill quota normally, but Turbo definitely affected the speed. Or duration.
Guess that's the end then.
So all we gotta do is cut this thing down.
That's right. I'm more than capable of handling this on my own.
You're gonna need some help. And someone to keep an eye on you.
useless pests.
Fine by me. Let's give them what they want.
Once again, can't even tell what's going on with this beam. Especially since this is more of an actual, like, brawl than Nero's version is. It's much harder to keep track of what's going on. Jesus. So that's a lesson in why to never leave Baphomets alone. And yeah, I figured, lost to Vergil. Figured I wasn't gonna win either part of this, but yeah, that's it. I'm skipping the remainder of the scenes because there's not really anything to touch on. Fucking A rank, cool. How many S ranks did I get during this? Like 4? Getting highest stylish ranks at 2.5 times speed is very difficult. Anyhow, yeah, that's all, folks. Thanks to everyone who showed up as usual, and have a good rest of your night or morning. I don't know what time zone people are watching this in.